Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Knox's 10-day contract is set to expire at the end of the week, but it seems like a given that the 25-year-old will be in Golden State beyond that. The Warriors could sign him to a 10-day contract, or they could simply end the hassle and sign him for the rest of the season. This appears like an obvious move. For the first time in over a year, Kevin Knox too took to an NBA floor on Friday against the Sacramento Kings. A blowout 132-108 Golden State Warriors victory afforded the former 9th overall pick 3 garbage time minutes, and he wasted no time in making the most of his latest opportunity. Knox confidently knocked down a wing 3 from a Gue Santos pass, then drove hard to the rim for a layup on the following possession. He also had a couple of nice defensive plays as the Warriors rounded out a perfect start to their post-All-Star break slate. The Warriors need to sign Kevin Knox to a standard deal. It was only 3 minutes against Sacramento's garbage time unit, but it might have already been enough to prove that Golden State need to sign Knox to a contract for the rest of the season. The 25-year-old and Santa Cruz teammate Yuri Collins recently signed 10-day contracts with the franchise, yet Knox looks like someone who should be around a while longer. Many were left impressed by Knox's first minutes as a Warrior, but really it was just an encapsulation of his recent G League form. The 6'7" forward has averaged over 25 points and 8 rebounds in the last 12 regular season G League games, having shot nearly 53% from the floor and over 44% from three-point range. Head coach Steve Kerr stated that he was so proud of Kevin after the game, with Knox having had to go back to Summer League and the G League to earn another NBA opportunity following his first 6 years. "I think he can help us. He only got in for a few minutes at the end, but you see the talent. I have no doubt that there's going to be some games where we put him out there and he's going to help," Kerr told Dalton Johnson of NBC Sports Bay Area. Those comments from Kerr would suggest Golden State plan on having Knox around beyond his current 10-day contract. The other aspect is that the current free agency/buyout market appears fairly dire, and therefore the chances of the franchise getting someone better than Knox appears pretty slim right now. It might also be worth the Warriors locking Knox into a non-guaranteed deal for next season as well, giving them the flexibility to have the former Knick under a low-cost team control while not having to be fully committed. Warriors champion reveals why Golden State may have got big steal in latest signing. The Golden State Warriors made their latest signing official on Tuesday, announcing the acquisition of Australian point guard Taran Armstrong to a 2-way contract. The signing was first reported by ESPN's Shams Charania on Sunday, with Armstrong having just concluded his second season in Australia's NBL with the Cairns Taipans. Former Warrior center Andrew Bogut has delivered analysis of Taran Armstrong. Armstrong is the first Australian on the Golden State roster since former long-term starter and 2015 NBA champion Andrew Bogut. Most will remember his first stint as a Warrior where he was part of the 2015 championship team, but the former number 1 overall also came back for 30 combined regular season and playoff games to close the 2018-19 season. Who better than Bogut to speak about the newest Australian on the Warrior roster, with the former 7-foot big man sharing some thoughts on a recent episode of the Rogue Bogues podcast. "He's a fighter, really aggressive. Really good at getting 2 feet in the paint and finishing. Gets to the free throw line a lot," Bogut said. "He knows how to play, and what I like about him is that he's got a lot of fire. He's got some S***T to him. He's not intimidated." Bogut also mentioned that Armstrong's shooting is coming along, having shown significant improvement in that area over the season in the NBL. The now 23-year-old shot less than 31% from three-point range in 59 combined collegiate games over 2 years with the California Baptist Lancers, before shooting just 26% from beyond the arc in his first year with the Taipans. Armstrong lifted that to a reasonable 35% on over 5 attempts per game in his second NBL season, having averaged 17.1 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 4.7 assists, which made him a finalist for the league's Next Generation Award. Bogut believes Armstrong's defense will also be a work in progress, but at 6 feet 6 inches the young guard should at least have the size to be able to compete on that end of the floor with a little more development. Armstrong has drawn comparisons to former 6th overall pick Josh Giddey, with the two Australians having played together at the NBA Global Academy before Armstrong headed to the US for college. He is expected to spend a significant amount of time in the G League, with Armstrong unlikely to make too much impact on the main Warrior squad over the remainder of this season. Kevin Durant reveals why he turned down Warriors trade. Kevin Durant was reportedly a trade target for the Golden State Warriors at the February 6 trade deadline. However, rumors surfaced regarding his lack of desire to return to the Bay Area. Golden State then pivoted to acquire Jimmy Butler. Since the trade deadline passed, Durant has added further context regarding his stance on rejoining Golden State. The veteran forward noted how he wasn't against teaming back up with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, but didn't want it to be traded midway through the season. During a recent appearance on the Draymond Green Show podcast, Durant provided further context. "I want my career to end on my terms," Durant said. "I didn't want to move. And then a player like me, I cost a lot. Me going into your team in the middle of the season is going to be a big blow to any team I'm going to. I didn't want to move, and I get why you want to trade me, a simple fact that's business, but for me, looking at it, we can play the season out, and if that's the decision you want to make in the off-season, then we figure it out. If I can stop it, then why not?" Durant has another year remaining on his current contract. However, the Suns could look to move on from their star player, as they continue to struggle in a loaded Western Conference. Nevertheless, the Warriors are an unlikely landing spot for the two-time champion following the addition of Butler. Underscore 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 underscore. Warriors warned of Jimmy Butler's long-term fit. After multiple successful years with the Miami Heat, Butler decided it was time to move on. As such, he handed in a trade request and hit the headlines for his approach to forcing his way out of the franchise. The veteran forward is known for being a disruptive force within a locker room when he's grown tired of his surroundings. As such, the NBA.com senior writer Steve Ashburner has warned the Warriors to be wary of the mercurial forward should the team fail to find success. "Enjoy the honeymoon," Ashburner said on the Steiny and Guru show on 95.7 The Game. This gets down to the situation of, are you going to believe what he says about the fifth wife? Are you going to believe how it worked out with all the first 4 wives? I think that Jimmy Butler is, I don't know how to say this, he sort of burns through relationships, seems to me, and I was around him quite a lot when he was in Chicago. Butler, 35, has quickly slotted into Kerr's rotation. In his 7 games for the franchise, Butler is averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5.4 assists, while shooting 45.8% from the field. There's no question that Butler is capable of elevating the Warriors' chances of success when he's playing at his current level. Underscore 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 underscore. Butler could be happy in Golden State. Unlike his other stops around the NBA, Butler is on a roster that boasts elite-level competitors. Green, Curry and Kerr have won 4 championships together and are trying to add a 5th to their resumes. That level of competitiveness and professionalism will please Butler, who has been chasing a championship his entire career. Since joining the Warriors, Butler has likely had the most talented supporting cast of his 15-year tenure in the NBA. As long as everyone on the Warriors roster continues working in the same direction, it's unlikely Butler would look to rock the boat and force his way out of the Bay Area. After all, there aren't many teams that would be willing to roll the dice on him as he enters his late 30s and the final stretch of his career.